Okay, today we are playing a game on Rialto. We are in the Diamond SR range, and we will be playing Zarya the entire way through. Now, for the videos, I always round the SR up. But I do want everybody to know the ordeal that our boy, Dinosaurs is Cool, was going through at the time. Which is that, in this game, their SR was 2,999. Which is upsetting. I've never landed quite that close to the edge of an SR bracket. I've been like 10 away. I've never landed on the 1 away, so hopefully that's not still going on. So anyway, defending first, they've got a Symmetra. They just lost their main support because they got shot by Hanzo coming out of the gate. So look, you know Anna's upset now. But we just lost Reinhardt. Why'd Reinhardt die? What happened here, brother? What happened? He let his shield break, and then he got shot in the fucking face. That's a pretty standard way to go as Reinhardt, you know? But we'll be upset about it all the same. So it's not looking too good for holding the first checkpoint. Now we just lost Echo as well, so we ended up losing half the team pretty suddenly. So we're probably not going to have too much luck holding this, unless we can get everybody back together for the last point, but I mean, the snowball, we're all familiar. It's okay, there Reinhardt decided to fucking die. What did he do? Did he just charge in? My man? Yes, he did. He did. Look. Reinhardt players can't be fucking trusted to do anything, alright? You seen these people? Jesus Christ. Our Reinhardt throws? Alright. Their Reinhardt immediately throws in response. Thanks, buddy. We Reinhardts, we go down together. Anyway, so now we've got a chance again, because suddenly their only tank's D.Va. And Symmetra just got shot in the fucking face. They've got a D.Va. This is fantastic news for us as Zarya. If the enemy team runs D.Va as their off-tank and you're playing Zarya, oh, that's a free ult battery right there, brother. D.Vas are great at feeding Zarya players. They just stand and fight you, even though they have absolutely no right to do so. Look, we're just having a great time following this D.Va around, just zapping her. And now we're most of the way towards Graviton. Symmetra is still being annoying. We're purple, but we're Zarya. It's okay, it doesn't really stick. Reinhardt's, you know, he's playing Reinhardt over there. It's okay, he got nano boosted. He doesn't have to learn anything now. Fantastic for him. What were we expecting there? Probably Soldier, because their Soldier's using Tac Visor right now. It's a little on the optimistic side. Well, no, Soldier's over there, though. I don't know what the plan was on that one exactly. I didn't like it, as you might have been able to infer. Does he die? Okay, he didn't die. Great. I've seen Reinhardt's fuck that up, where all they have to do is hold the shield up, and yet they still find a way to die. So now, Symmetra, her ult's up, it's very upsetting. Ooh, we're a little caught. It's okay, we just got to walk past him. My man didn't do a good job of holding us in there, did he? He just kind of let us slide right out of that one. It got scary, because, like, he could just stand in the doorway now, and there's not really much we can do. Because he's kind of thick, and we're also kind of thick. It's hard to get through the doorway. But he just comes in, so now we can just slip right past him. Easy peasy. Oh, but we got Earth Shattered. So, oh, fuck, Anna's a hero. It's not looking good regardless, but Anna is still a hero. Look, that all went to shit real quick. I didn't like the Graviton. It's not hard to imagine a world where you land a better Graviton and it goes better. But it's not, we want to combo a Dragon Strike, but Hanzo used Dragon Strike so early on as well that who knows, we might not have been able to actually, like, pull it off. Especially if Symmetra's got her ult, it can be kind of annoying. Symmetra's kind of annoying to deal with in general. Anyway, so first checkpoint, we lost it. It's alright, we'll chalk that one up to Reinhardt. It's okay, look. You can always blame the Reinhardt. There's a pretty good chance you're correct, if we're being honest. Reinhardt players can't be trusted. So, the sad part, you can trust an Echo that's currently Reinhardt more than you can trust the actual Reinhardt on your team. She's not Echo anymore, or she's not Reinhardt anymore. No, now she's just Echo again. So, Hanzo just killed 2 people. You see how Zarya was, like, gonna do it? Or not Zarya, where's Zarya? You see how D.Va was, like, gonna do it as well? Like, D.Va was, like, gonna do it. She's like, yeah, I'll come up and I'll fight the Zarya. Oh, fuck. Right. It's actually, like, a complete blowout in the Zarya's favor, unless I get really fucking lucky. D.Va players also can't be trusted. So, this fight went great. We didn't have to do anything. The 2 DPS on our team killed 4 people. Fantastic news. The less you have to do in the game, look, we should all be so lucky as to get carried to Diamond, right? Like, we should all be so lucky. The less you have to do, the better. And so now they're coming back. D.Va's up to no good. She's probably going to try and go left. No, she's actually coming back around again. I would have tried to check the doorway. Obviously, we get slept, but D.Va was, like, going in that way pretty hard. My man's using Transcendence. Like, it's all good. It's all good, dog. It got blocked. It's okay. Like, he had a lot of time to react to the fact that got blocked as well. Like, he saw that Earth Shatter got blocked, and he still pushed Transcendence. Like, it's okay. Things are going alright right now. He probably didn't need to use the Trance. He did, I guess. So, yeah. Oh, my God. He didn't die. Reinhardt managed to live. Reinhardt managed to not go into the water on that one. What are we looking for, actually? We kind of, like, swung around. What were we looking for there? Also, there's no sound in the video, because Past Me has no self-control. Past Me was watching a video by Neryl about the Star Wars movies, the new ones. It's bad. You know, not a terribly controversial opinion there. Neryl is a great YouTube channel, highly recommend. A lot of video game stuff. So, what were we looking for here exactly? I don't know what we were looking for. It really looked like we were looking for something, but I don't know what we were looking for. Good job, Reinhardt. Managed to not fall in the water. Oh, D.Va's behind us. Alright, D.Va's dead now. Great, fantastic. Again, we didn't have to do anything in that fight, so great news. Fantastic. We've almost got Graviton built up again, so, hey, next fight, you know, it can be our turn to win the fight now. Soldiers all the fuck way up there, and there's, like, really nothing we can do about that. It's just something we're gonna have to kind of deal with. You know, it's gonna be very annoying. Oh, that's bad. Yep, that's bad. That's the problem with, like, going that far up on this checkpoint versus a D.Va, is there's really no cover. If you're too far up on that, on the it's not really a balcony, is it? What do you call it? Just the street, I guess, right? If you're too far up on the street, there's no walls, you're kind of fucked, right? Oh, good patience, good patience, good patience. Unfortunately, we're fucked. I liked the patience all the same. The fight's going so badly by this point that I don't even really want to do it. Because, like, we had to, like, kind of muscle our way through. And even while we're doing this, like, both our DPS died. You know? Like, if Hanzo was alive right now, and he also had Dragon Strike, I would probably be okay with it. Because, I mean, there's a good chance you can kill, like, 4 people off that, right? But now, not so much. But I did like the patience. It was very good patience to wait for the D.Va to just drain her defense matrix. It didn't work out, obviously, but I liked the patience on that one. Zarya players, they're kind of easy to read when you're playing D.Va up until a certain point, because, look, Zarya's looking down, she's going to use Grav, right? It's how Zarya players are. Zarya's looking at that wall a little suspiciously. She's probably going to chuck it at that wall and try and get him to fall off the ledge, you know? We've all been on Lijiang Tower, we've all seen that one. Anyway, so we lost that one. You know, now we don't have Graviton to use with that Dragon Strike, which is very unfortunate. You know. Oh, bubbled the wrong one. Oh, we were almost certainly trying to bubble the Zenyatta, but we bubbled the Ana by mistake. Zenyatta actually ended up living. He died in the end, which he lived a lot longer than he deserved to, if we're being perfectly honest. But unfortunate, unlucky. Ana at least lived. She's the more important one. She's Moira now. Oh, no, wait, yes, she is Moira now. Moira lives. That's the important thing. So what, Zenyatta died? Whatever. Acceptable losses. He's a robot. He's not even a real person. Even though he's got, like, magic. So kind of a weird world where robots are able to do magic, if I'm being honest with you. But hey. You know, I guess that's just the world we're living with, the world that we live in Overwatch. To be, I really would like an explanation on how Transcendence works, because it really does appear to just be magic, It's probably like nanomachines or something, but like it really just looks like Zenyatta's doing blatant magic, and it kind of bothers me that like the only one performing blatant magic is the robot. But hey, you know, do whatever, I guess. If we're being fair, right, like Zarya is actually using a vehicle-mounted weapon in her hands, which is, I guess, not terribly realistic either, right? We're also... There's like a talking monkey over there, so maybe I shouldn't be getting too sniffy about the robot using magic. But, you know, it bothers me, alright? Anyway, so we've almost got Graviton built up. We've got good charge. Unfortunately, their team is kind of hard to just walk into and start bullying people around, mostly because of Symmetra. We just lost Torbjorn as well, so we dropped the Grav. This seemed like kind of a fuck you to that Symmetra right there. Like, it seemed pretty, like, targeted directly at her. Because, well, I guess it's close enough to the other ones that, like, we could have thought we were going to get, like, 3 people with it. I would have liked to chuck that just more directly at the point. Oh, that's bad. Oh, we did it. We got away. Fantastic. Because at the time as well, Soldier was using Tac Visor. I kind of want to make sure we get him. More than, like, trying to shoot the moon and get, like, everybody. I really just want to get the one using Tac Visor. It seemed very, like, aimed kind of straight at Symmetra, but it was close enough that I'm guessing we were trying to hit more people. I just don't want to risk it when somebody's using a scary ultimate like Tac Visor, you know? Anyway, so fight goes well regardless. Fantastic. Soldier's up here, but he's getting the fuck out. Who was that? Who's that over there? Obviously, we can't see them. I'm looking at the silhouette. Oh, it's Junkrat. There's a fucking Junkrat on the enemy team now. Symmetra changed to Junkrat. Symmetra changed to Junkrat. Fantastic news. Unfortunately, Diva's changed to Winston, which is less easy to bully around if you're playing Zarya. But Junkrat, woohoo! That's a lot of free battery right there, baby. Or free energy. Battery we tend to associate more with ult charge. In all fairness, I don't really think Junkrat's as bad against Zarya as people purport it to be. Because people will like shit talk you for playing Junkrat against Zarya because they're just like, it's 300% charge right there. If we're being honest, if the Zarya is like decent at Zarya, it's not hard to get to full charge or close to it, regardless of the team comp you're playing against. People like put... I mean, it's like the classic example, people are just looking for any excuse, right? But people tend to put the enemy Zarya having high energy as being a result of your team fucking up, rather than the enemy Zarya being good, right? Which is more likely the actual case, is just that the enemy Zarya, like, knows how to get energy. Because you can quite easily be playing Zarya against Junkrat and still never use your bubbles correctly. But anyway, people like shit talk you for playing Junkrat against Zarya, but like the Zarya, if she's decent, she'll have high energy regardless of what your team comp is playing. Like, it's kind of just a Zarya thing. Anyway, in other news, the Overwatch community is kind of stupid. Who could have seen that one coming, right? So, Hanzo's used his ult, so we're not gonna... Well, we might get to combo it still. Hanzo generally charges his ult faster. It's a little bit scary. Alright, it's not scary anymore, because now trance is happening. This is a real mess of a game, dude. Like, these fights are really fucking weird. They're just a real chaotic mess. We're just gonna win? We're just gonna win? Great, fantastic news. I really don't have much to say about the fights overall, because, like, they're really hectic fights. Yeah, to be fair, it would probably help if I could hear the fucking game, if we're being honest, but hey, you know. Past me lives just to make present me's life more difficult, and present me lives to make future me's life more difficult, because present me will one day become past me. I don't know if I'm weird. I do genuinely think of past me as like an entirely separate entity to myself that just thrives off pure malevolence and making my life difficult. That's just how I think about past me. And I think of future me as being some poor rube who has yet to be fucked over by me. Anyway, so now we're attacking. We still have the Hanzo, so hey, we've still got the classic combo. Hopefully Reinhardt doesn't just go and, like, throw himself into the enemy. He was getting better at it after the first checkpoint. But boy, was he playing Reinhardt for that first checkpoint. Man, it's really... this map's a real pain to play against Symmetra as well. Lots of blind corners, lots of really narrow spaces she's just spamming into. Their team is very oppressive, right? Like, both their DPS combo for Rialto is very annoying. Makes it's a little easier to get ult charge off of in general, or energy for Zarya. Ult charge, energy, look, fuck off, alright? Leave me alone. Trying to bully the D.Va around. D.Va's trying to take an off angle. Soldier might come over here again as well, so, you know. Yeah, oh yeah, get her. Oh, alright, well, we're not gonna get her, obviously, but we're gonna get some charge. Ooh, getting a little scary. Okay, it's all good, they didn't chase us through. They shouldn't have. It would have been pretty scary for them to chase us through, but, you know, people are wild fucking animals, okay? You never know what they're gonna do. D.Va, like, don't do this if you're playing D.Va, right? Like, D.Va is, like, being actively detrimental to her team right now. Because she is never going to accomplish anything from poking through this doorway, right? Like, it's too far for her to get any reasonable damage on people. And she knows we're here, right? Like, how many times has she come through the doorway and we've just been like, bzzz, and she's been like, oh, fuck, Zarya's here, Jesus Christ. She's being actively detrimental. She'll never accomplish anything doing this, and she's just feeding us ult charge. This is your quintessential, like, ult battery D.Va behavior. Don't do this if you're playing D.Va. You know Zarya's there. What are you gonna do to the Zarya? You're gonna do nothing except give her fucking ult charge. There's nothing you can do. But she keeps doing it. This is like the 5th time she's come through that doorway. She's still doing it. She's still doing it. Alright, so now a fight's breaking out. We're still bullying that. We're still going in for that D.Va. Yeah, we used our bubble too soon. So this was a little much in general. We're very excited to go after her, but we're like muscling our way through some Symmetra turrets. And our bubble wasn't... we ended up taking, like, a lot of damage by the time we got there. And Symmetra is right next to us. Right, this way, actually. Symmetra's right there, and she's currently actually at low... What do you call the beams? I guess low level? Low tier? Whatever. She's not high... Whatever you want to categorize it as. I don't want to say charge or energy, because those were already too thick. Fucking... We need too many things. Anyway. Like, she's better to go after right now, because we're at high charge, and we could literally, she's close enough, we could just start fucking bunny hopping, right-clicking next to her, right? Like, she's way more important. We're currently really focused on the D.Va, and to be fair as well, we're kind of close to having our ultimate, so we're probably thinking, I can bully the D.Va, get my ult, and use it, but like... Symmetra's right there. She's really out of position. She's better to go for. We're just real tunneled on the D.Va right now. Symmetra is also, like, the one we kind of want to get out of the way as quickly as possible. Because, like, if Symmetra gets, like, uncontested in a fight, fucking hell, she's going to tear through the entire goddamn team. More importantly, Jesus Christ, I don't want to fight with her ultimate up. Fucking Symmetra's ultimate. Look, there's a lot of ultimates you can complain about in Overwatch. You can complain about basically all of them, actually. But I think Symmetra's is the one that just irritates me the most, right? Like, the one that just kind of... When I see Symmetra use her ult and she uses it well, or just decently, I'm like, oh, Christ. Especially if you're playing a character like fucking Ashe, right? And she just, like, throws it up and you're like... Well, now what the fuck do I do, right? Do I just go in and fucking melee range at them? What am I gonna do now? God damn, I was gonna do nothing for like 10 fucking minutes, it feels like. Symmetra's ult, probably the ult that like tilts me the most out of all ultimates, actually. Anyway, so enough about Symmetra being a fuckboy. For now. So we've got our ultimate. Hanzo's really far away from his ultimate right now, so saving it for that, meh, you know, we'll see how it goes. Ryan's fucking dead. Went up, got purple, fucking motherfucker. Oh, we just lost our ultimate. Oh, no. Oh, God, I didn't even see. Is it in? It's in here? Yeah, it was right there. Oh, I don't want to use the ult there regardless. It getting eaten is just like extra pain on top of that, obviously. But it's like, Baptiste's already dead. Ryan's having to run away for his life, pretty much. It's not really looking good, you know? Graviton is an ultimate that can turn a fight back in your favor, but simultaneously, if you're losing momentum when you use Graviton, that Graviton needs to be really fucking good to swing the momentum back around still, right? So, like, I don't really like to use it when you're starting to lose the fight, because it tends to be quite difficult to actually kill people while they're in the fight, in the Graviton. Not to say never to do it. Graviton definitely can turn a fight's momentum back around, but you gotta be careful, you know? If it's going too badly when you use it, you just can't even do anything with it anyway. Anyway, so now, what happened here? So, I mean, Ryan, like, we got Earth Shattered, yeah. I don't know if anybody behind us got Earth Shattered or not. That's the problem with not looking at it in the replay. So I don't know if anybody behind us got Earth Shattered or not. If they didn't, great for them, and, you know, we were too far up, but Reinhardt players are not to be trusted, so I'm guessing at least somebody got Earth Shattered behind us. Look. Played Reinhardt for a long time. I'm gonna blame Reinhardt's, alright? That's how it's gonna be. Fucking Reinhardt. I earned my right to blame those Reinhardt players, alright? I was the Reinhardt player. And I can tell you, as a former Reinhardt player, reformed now, oh, Reinhardt players can't be trusted. Reformed in that I just play support now. I don't want to fuck with playing tank anymore, dude. Playing tank's just fucking annoying, alright? Look. I never really wanted to play tank to begin with. When Overwatch first came out, dude, I had such dreams. I was gonna be the best tracer of all time. That was the dream. That was what it was gonna be. But this was the Wild West, back before we had roll queue. This was the dark times. At the time, wasn't even a hero limit. So you guys just seeing like fucking 4 divas running around. Like you're almost captured the point and fucking 6 divas come out of the spawn and you're like, oh Christ. But anyway, fucking side point that I'll get to after that. But I was gonna be the best tracer of all time, but nobody ever wanted to play tank, so I ended up playing Reinhardt a bunch because I wanted to win a fucking game, you know. And then that's just who I ended up being. And I just don't want to fuck with that anymore. Fuck playing tank. Shit's annoying. God damn. Anyway. Side point. Longest game I ever played in my life. This was back when King of the Hill was 5 rounds. And it was before the hero limit was instigated. It was fucking Lijiang Tower. And we were there for 52 fucking minutes. It was hell, and I hated it. Because both teams were just running 2 Lucios, 2 Winstons, one team was 2 Tracers, and the other team was a Tracer and a Genji. It was so fucking annoying, dude. I hated it. Oh, Christ, we were there for so fucking long. Every single round was like this just non-stop ordeal where we're at like 99.99 for like fucking 10 minutes. God damn, it was awful. But when I came out of that game, my stats looked real fucking nice. They looked real fucking nice. So there was a game after that, same season, where somebody looked at my profile and they looked at my eliminations and they were like, Jesus Christ, you had 3 like triple-digit eliminations. What the fuck happened? And I was like, dude, I don't even want to fucking talk about it. Jeez, it was hell. God damn. Old Overwatch? You think current Overwatch is bad? Old Overwatch? Christ. Who thought no hero limit was a good idea? God damn, that was a disaster. I actually preferred King of the Hill being best of 5, though. Okay, I actually preferred that. But no hero limit was a fucking disaster, and whoever decided that, look. Jeff should have just eaten them. If it was Jeff, I'm sorry. Anyway, let's go back to the game. It's almost over. I got mad distracted. So, we're trying to bully away this soldier right now, which is a noble endeavor. We're never going to catch him, but I do like at least trying to get him off the high ground, which is the important thing. So we kind of like follow that through to its conclusion. But we're kind of fucked by this point. We're a little fucked. So it was a real fuck of a game, dude. Like, that was a real mess. Every fight was a real, just hectic mess. Like, most of the fights, I don't really feel like really affect the outcome of them in any significant way. Like, the grab on the first defense was not good. Probably don't need to belabor the point on that one too much. Obviously, it getting eaten was bad, but, like, even if it didn't get eaten, I don't think that graviton was going to do much of anything anyway, so I just didn't like the timing on that one. It getting eaten was just an extra insult to injury. Probably the most telling moment in the game was when we just, like, tried to chase the diva down. And just, like, probably just didn't even notice the Symmetra that was on our side. Which, tunnel vision's bad, is basically the moral of the story on that one. It is good that you identified Diva was very easy to bully. Because we did spend a lot of time in that game bullying the Diva, which you want to do a Zarya because you get a lot of ult charge, and if you get like an extra grab off because you were bullying the Diva the whole time, that's great. Getting an extra ult's obviously great. But you can't tunnel vision on the Diva, you still gotta do other stuff. So don't get too tunneled on it. But you do want to bully the Diva around because Diva's very easy to bully, and the easier to bully someone is, the more ult charge they're gonna give you. But, like, realistically, I don't feel like you had that much chance to impact the game massively. Because the fights we lost were pretty catastrophic, right? Like, it wasn't like one guy picked off and you can maybe pull it back with some good play. It was like, alright, so this guy died, and then Ryan ate shit, and then Echo also died. Oh, so we just lost the whole first part of this checkpoint. Great, awesome. Oh, everybody's kind of back together now. Fantastic news, but they just got a bunch of free time pushing. They had to, like, ult advantage over us, and then just Ryan's fucking up there, Ryan's fucking up. First checkpoint's a complete disaster, right? Second checkpoint, half the team got caught on the bridge, with the self-destruct. So, like, even if you didn't, like, 3 people still did, so it's like, is it really gonna affect the outcome? Probably not. Like, ideally you don't, right? Like, it is something to bear in mind on that kind of, like, that checkpoint in particular. But when you're playing against Diva, there are certain places that are just really scary to push up to because there's no cover. So self-destruct can be very devastating if you get caught in the wrong spot. Rialto's second checkpoint's probably the biggest example therein, because there really is nothing that you can hide behind. Sometimes if you're like a short character, you can hide on like the boat. That's cool sometimes, but like it's bear in mind when you're playing against Diva, you know, am I near something I can use for cover? Because we got caught by that later as well when we chased the Diva down, because we, you know, I already didn't like the chasing in general, but like, you gotta bear in mind self-destruct's a thing, right? So if you chase the Diva to a place like the alleyway where there's again no cover, what are you gonna do if she uses self-destruct, right? This is something to just try and bear in mind when you're like playing Overwatch in general. Is like, what do I do in like the worst case scenario, right? Like, how do I get out if the situation goes bad? Yeah, I'm gonna steal this from somebody else actually, because I think it's applicable. Which is, this is from a YouTuber I follow called Gotham Chess. I pretend that I know how to play chess, and he's just very entertaining. The way he talks about, like, finding the best move to make in chess is that what people do is they have a tendency to try and find a way to prove themselves right, which is they're like, oh, well, if I do this, then they could do this, but then there's like 12 other plays where I win, but there's this one play they could make where I lose. And he's like, you've proven yourself right. What you really need to do is you've prove yourself wrong, right? If you do this, well, what if they do the thing that you don't want them to do, right? Then what do you do? You're fucked, right? Is kind of the deal. You've got to prove yourself wrong, not prove yourself right. 'Cause, you know, if you make a play and then there's 8 ways that play works, but there's one way that play catastrophically fails, that doesn't mean it has a 8 out of 9 chance of working. It just means it doesn't work, right? Unless you make like a really in the moment call that you just don't think they can do it. But that's, you know, you gotta prove yourself wrong. What happens if bad thing happens? Then what do I do? Well, if I'm in the alleyway, she uses self-destruct, I kinda just hope that I have my bubble. You know, you gotta try and think about that kind of thing. Which is hard to do in the moment. Overwatch is a very fast game. It's very difficult to consider, like, all the things that can go wrong. But, you know, you play the game more, you get better at, like, parsing it out in the moment. Anyway, I don't think there was a question in the email. Let me just double check real quick. On the teams, the tanks were plat, the DPS were diamond, and the healers were masters. Yes, that seemed about right, to be honest with you. You know, I just want to point out the Reinhardts were the lowest ranks out of the categories, right? Just, you know, anyway. We had a DC on attack for a few seconds. I didn't even see that happen. Damn. I play everything but the... No questions. Okay, alright. Just double checking. So, anyway, yeah. I don't feel like you were going to... In conclusion, I don't think you were going to affect the outcome of this match, but the biggest things were, like, alt timing and, like, be careful you don't tunnel vision, you know, think about the bad things that can happen. So thank you very much for watching. If you did, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer. If you haven't already, you can join our Discord and ask questions more directly and have a conversation about them, or just shitpost with us. I start streaming on Twitch Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 8 p.m. EST until 11 EST. There's a link to the channel in the description. If you managed to make it all the way through the video, please subscribe. And somehow still enjoyed it, please subscribe and please like the video and subscribe for more content of middling quality in the future. I hope you found the video helpful. God, what a disaster.